Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. So guys, these 304s are still complaining and whining and moaning about the election, right? And guys, right before the election, they were talking so much mess, right? They were strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
And now they're threatening to leave the United States, guys. You guys know what I have to say to that?
Get the fuck out of here!
Hey guys, don't let the door hit you, or the good Lord split you, right? Guys, we're going to dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at some of these knuckleheads threatening to leave the United States. But before we do, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment, and check out my second channel, my Discord, my locals, guys, and let's get into this.
If you don't like the U.S., if you don't like the direction that it's headed in, pack your bag and leave. It's the morning after the U.S. election. I'm in the airport, as you can see, and this is your sign. You can just leave. I did it 2 years ago. I live in the UK now, and there's so many options. I hear a lot of people saying, like, oh, I can't leave the U.S. I'm a broke college student. First of all, it's so easy to get a student visa in other countries, and you'll probably pay the same, if not less, to get a higher education if you want to get a job abroad. I would ask ChatGPT to help you find something that aligns with what you're looking for, because there are so many great countries out there. I do highly recommend an English-speaking country. I think part of the reason moving to the UK has been so easy for me is because they obviously speak English. Just something to consider. But anyway, if I can do it, you can do it. Like, literally, get on a plane. You'll never look back. And if you're worried about your friends and family, it's so easy to go see them. The world is actually really small. You don't realize that in America. It is. So just leave. Like, literally, your life is not over. Promise. If you don't like the...
Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. So she thinks that she's, oh yeah, people are going to miss her, right? Hey, knucklehead, if you think any of us miss you now that you're gone,
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
this chick honestly thinks that, oh yeah, I'm leaving, ha ha ha, right? As if we care. And guys, she's getting bodied in her comments here on TikTok. Her first comment says, "You are such an out-of-touch, privileged white girl." People can't just pack up and leave. It's not that simple. Think before you speak. Next person says, "This is so unrealistic. People can't just leave." Someone says, "It's not easy to pick up your entire family and get work visas." Another person, and these are all chicks. "I have $200 to my name, but thanks. No thanks." Someone says, "What if you're broke and not a student?" Look at that. Look at that, guys. Her hashtags. Hashtag election. Hashtag leave the US. Hashtag America and the UK. Hashtag post-election. Clown world.
What are some of the easiest ways to leave the country as an American? Sorry guys, I simply cannot smile at the moment. It's been a long 24 hours. If you're under 30, consider the Australia or New Zealand working holiday visa. Granted, this is a temporary fix, but Australia allows American citizens up to 3 years on a working holiday and New Zealand offers 1. So that could realistically get you through the next 4. These visas are both really easy to apply for. They cost around $450. I personally did a year in Australia. I have a lot of videos about that. I'm happy to tag you if you need more info. If you have a way to make an income online, consider a digital nomad visa. Lots of different countries offer this. It's typically a 1-year stay. For this option, I would look into countries like Portugal, Costa Rica, or Albania. Another option you can consider is teaching English in another country. Now, granted, this is going to be a lot easier if you do have a college degree, but there are some countries that allow you to work as an English teacher without a degree. Just get your TEFL certificate online. It typically just takes a few weeks to complete that. And if you don't have a degree, I would recommend looking into countries in Southeast Asia.
Guys, why do these chicks and millennials and stuff talk so goddamn fast? You know what I'm saying? Do they think that makes them sound smarter?
Or Eastern Europe. Another option is looking into opportunities based on your heritage. If you have grandparents that came from somewhere that is not America, you can look into that country and see what kind of visa or residency programs they offer. For example, I know a lot of us have Irish heritage. If you have a grandparent who is an Irish citizen, you can look into getting residency that way. Lastly, if you have a specialized skill, look up where that skill might be at a deficit around the world. For example, I know Canada is willing to sponsor for tech or healthcare typically. Australia and New Zealand are always looking for teachers and nurses, and Denmark and Germany both really value IT. I personally am working diligently on my exit plan. Stay safe out there, guys.
Good. Get out. So we won't miss you, right?
Stupid.
Hey, guys, she's getting bodied in her comments, right? Guys, the first person here says, wait, so are you saying that we can't just go without any documentation? Other countries don't allow that? And all these people, their response is, hey, that's a good point. Isn't that funny? These wokey wokes want open borders, but then are trying to explain how to legally go to other countries, right? Clown world. Oh, man, this one comment has more likes than there's comments in this person's TikTok. Look at that. Someone says, why do you feel the need to do this legally? Someone says, have fun. See ya. Look at that. Look at that. Guys, their hashtags, hashtag election, hashtag travel, hashtag immigration, clown world.
If you two are trying to figure out how you're going to move out of the U.S. after those election results, I'm an American citizen and an Australian permanent resident, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for my Australian citizenship now. It can feel so difficult to try to move out of the United States. I want to share some of the easiest visas that you can get that'll probably get you out of the country in the next year. This is the Australian work and holiday visa. I did this one after I studied there. And the work and holiday visa, you can go to Australia for a year, get great paying work, and depending on whether or not you get a job that you like, you end up with an Australian partner, you can go on to later apply for other visas that can allow you to stay longer. New Zealand also has the same visa. Processing time is 2 weeks, length of stay is 12 months. But like I said, if you have any of those other things that can come in, like you have a partner or something like that, you can stay for longer. Something to keep in mind with both of these is you have to be between the ages of 18 and 30 for both Australia and New Zealand's working holiday visa. Now, these are my favorite visas. A lot of European countries have actually started something called the digital nomad visa. Portugal, Spain, Italy, all have digital nomad visas, meaning that if you make money online, whether you work online as a content creator, you have an online job, or even you get paid off of dividends because you started investment early, you can apply for these digital nomad visas, meaning you can move to the EU. All of their terms are different, all the links are different, but the thing I like about the Portugal visa, at least as of right now, you can actually have your Portuguese digital nomad visa turn into residency, which can eventually turn into citizenship, which can get you into the EU. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to continue sharing about visa options. If you are someone that is actually living outside of the US, tell us your visa options. We're going to have this discussion because there are so many Americans that want to leave or have wanted to leave, and now that the elections happened, they're like, how do I get out of here to protect myself and my family? If there's any visas you want me to go into more detail about, like the Australian work and holiday visa I've done, we're looking at the Portuguese digital nomad visa after I go back and get my Australian citizenship. So let's talk about this discussion because there are ways to leave. And
good riddance, right, guys? Right? Good riddance. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that funny, guys? Once again, they're giving all these ways to legally go to other places, but then support people coming to our country illegally. And guys, they're acting like somehow we'll miss them. They're acting like somehow that we're going to be worse off once these knuckleheads leave. Right? And guys, once they all leave, say we won't have the headaches from all these knuckleheaded woke 304s. So you're giving us what we want.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Hey guys, she has 174 comments here. I'm interested in Spain and Mexico. I'm interested in Scotland or Ireland. Look at that. All these people. I got my visas, so they're getting visas, but then won't actually vote for policy, right? To strengthen our borders. Clown world. Guys, are hashtags. You ready? Hashtag Kamala, hashtag travel, hashtag election, hashtag orange man, hashtag election results, hashtag visa. And whoever you are, chick, you know, good. Become an Australian citizen, right? We won't miss you. All right, you guys, this is AJ. Appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.